So how do we create a clustering model in Azure ML? So in this case, I've got my Azure Machine Learning Studio experiment, and I'm going to be looking at people who come in to donate blood in my health clinic. So I've got blood donation data here. I'm going to select some columns from that data set. Really, I'm only interested in how recently someone has been, how frequently they come, whether there's some sort of monetary aspect to them coming in to donate blood, and how many times in total they've been. And I'm just going to normalize that those numeric values so they're all in the same scale so that we don't have any high values dominating the training. And then we're ready to go in and create our cluster. And what I really want to do is try and find out, are there kind of groups within my blood donors that are similar? And I'm going to start using k-means clustering by specifying that I want to create 3 centroids, or 3 clusters, if you like, and just see, do they break nicely down into 3 different types of donor? So I'm going to train that clustering model using all of the features, and then I'm going to look at what the results are that come out. So if I go and, first of all, just look at the results that come out of that, just visualize that. And I can see I've got the recency, the frequency, the monitoring, the time values. These are all normalized, so I can see them all in there. And I've got the assignment. That's the cluster that this has been assigned to. So I can see 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 0. So there's 3 clusters, and we're assigning across to those various clusters. Now, what I actually want to do is take a look at this output of my training clustering model. And here I get my principal component analysis, or PCA. And it's basically going to show me those clusters using these kind of vectors in here. So I can see these ellipses that represent the clusters. And I've got kind of one that is quite elongated. It points kind of up and down. It's kind of vertically aligned there. And then I've got a very small one that looks like it's aligned the other way. And then I've got this big kind of round, kind of vague one in the middle, so that they're not really very clearly separated. There seems to be an awful lot of confusion about these clusters. So it doesn't look like I've really managed to identify 3 different clusters. So let's perhaps try that with less. Let's see if it at least breaks down into 2 different clusters, and we'll just go ahead and run the experiment again. And when it's finished, we'll go and take a look again at the PCA that comes out of that. And this time, there are 2 clusters, and I can see that one of them is kind of oriented north-south, if you like, or vertically. So we've got this kind of ellipse that points up and down the way. And then we have an almost orthogonal ellipse going across the other way. So it does seem to break down better into 2 different clusters. It seems that we have 2 different kind of types of person coming in to donate blood.